Talk about Halloween fun. I think a lot of folks had it yesterday, Jackie, because it was the warmest Halloween since the 70s?
Yeah, since 1974. That was the last time we saw high temperatures around 80 on Halloween. Now 2024, it is going to be the top 3 warmest on record. A high of 83 degrees yesterday in D.C. Still taking the top spot is 1950, which was 85 degrees. But hey, we were very close to it yesterday afternoon. Today will still be unseasonably warm. It's not quite as warm as we saw for your Halloween. The radar out there this morning, we do have a few spotty sprinkles to talk about. Some of those showers across parts of Prince George's County right now, mainly back over towards Bowie. Off towards Montgomery County, a few of those light sprinkles too, right around Rockville and even just to the west of Germantown at this point. And then a spot shower down towards Charles County across parts of southern Maryland. So again, very isolated. Not everyone is seeing those showers out there this morning. And these are very light as well, but we will take it. It's been so dry the last several weeks. We'll take any rainfall that we can get. This cold front is the reason why we are starting off with a few of those light showers out there this morning. But that cold front will clear off towards our south and east later on this morning, and we'll eventually notice a gradual clearing of those skies, and also high temperatures will still be on the warmer side. Although that cold front clears the area, the colder air doesn't trickle in until at least later on tonight. Out there this morning, very warm start to the day, very similar to the temperatures we had, at the end of trick-or-treating last night, with temperatures into the mid-upper 60s. That's what we're starting off with out there this morning, and eventually we'll see those high temperatures climbing mid to upper 70s. A couple areas could even reach 80 degrees again today. Yes, on November 1st, we could be reaching right around 80 for some parts of the region. But notice by 3 p.m., much of the cloud cover's out of here. Showers are long gone, and we'll see those mainly clear skies persisting, especially later on this evening, and that's when the colder air really starts to trickle in. After sunset this evening, 7 p.m., 50s and 60s, and eventually falling back down to those 40s, especially by 9 p.m. And then we're talking upper 30s to low to mid 40s as you're waking up tomorrow morning. Much colder start to the day compared to what we're starting off with out there this morning. So heads up, you'll definitely need that heavier jacket if you're heading out early tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, much more seasonable. We're talking low to mid 60s out there for your Saturday, still tracking the sunshine. It'll be another cold one late Saturday night into early Sunday before we bounce back into those 60s again. But we are tracking that sunshine for both weekend days, although those high temperatures will be much more seasonable compared to what we saw yesterday, and also compared to what we'll see for out there today and later on this afternoon. But also, speaking of this weekend, not only are we falling back into those 60s, we're also falling back that 1 hour early Sunday morning for daylight saving time ending. So in terms of the sunrise and sunset times, Saturday will be our last 6 p.m. sunset of the year. It'll be at 6:05, and yes, you guessed it, on November 3rd, it'll be an hour earlier, at least. 5:04 p.m. will be that sunset on November 3rd. But just to point out, the next time we'll have a 6 p.m. sunset or later, we have to wait till February 28th, 2025. So we'll have to wait a few more months. Anyway, the sunrise and sunset times through the month of November, though. Notice by the middle of the month, 4:53, that sunset, and then by the end of the month, 4:46. So yes, that daylight is winding down through the rest of this month. And also that sunrise will be a little bit earlier by the middle of the month, and then a little bit later towards the end of the month, right around 7:07 by November 30th. Here's the view of the rest of that 7-day outlook. So after the 60s this weekend, we start off that next work week into the upper 60s, and then we're back in the upper 70s just in time for Election Day. Very warm out there that day. Also still very warm for Wednesday, with a chance for some isolated showers, and then we fall back into those lower 70s by next Thursday.
All right, thank you, Jackie. Almost